Keep the row. Keep the row.
Sick, brah.
You know, it's not really.
Whoa.
Wow, these are beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness.
Ciao and welcome back to Casa Fiore's Cucina. It's late summer in the Pacific Northwest. And can you guess what these are? Take a look. Take a look. You see that beautiful color? Any guesses? Any guesses? You got it. It's Salmon Roe, the ultimate delicacy of the Pacific Northwest. What you see here are two skeins or roe sacks of a hen female wild Chinook salmon. Well, actually, they're hatchery raised. We can't keep the wild ones. We're trying to restore the run. And as they return from their journeys in the ocean to spawn in the streams and lakes of the Puget Sound area, they come back and develop these beautiful eggs. And when my brother or anybody catches them, I always say, keep the roe, keep the roe, because I can make a true delicacy out of these. First, we're gonna take them and we're gonna place them in a bowl like so. And I've added 4 cups of water and 1/3 cup of kosher salt. Let it soak in the brine for 20 minutes in the fridge. Salmon caviar made with Chinook or king salmon is rich and luscious, salty and highly nutritious, and oh yeah, super fishy goodness. For me, it's the cat's meow. I've assembled a few tools that we're gonna need. One is an ice bath. You'll see why later. And then various strainers for separating the eggs from the skein or roe sack. I've taken care of one skein, and you can see how I kind of lay this out. I've got a larger strainer and then a fine mesh strainer inside, and I'm going to work out the eggs under hot water and try to get it all inside of this fine mesh strainer. But if I don't, I've got the backup. I've got my hot water running, and basically I'm going to stun these eggs with the hot water. The hot water makes the eggs retract, and then you can kind of see, you can kind of work them out with your fingers, and they come right out. You see that? Every egg is sacred, so I'm trying to get every one of them and not damage them. But there's several hundred, if not several thousands of them here, so it's okay. Just kind of slowly work them out with your fingertips. Can you see that? This is not one of those things you have to fret about, right? Because most people just throw these darn things away or use them as crab bait. Look how beautiful they are. Look at that. The temperature of the water is my household domestic water temperature of about 115 degrees, give or take. Not too hot. It might have seemed counterintuitive to take something as gorgeous and delicate as fresh salmon roe and put it under 115 degree water, but it actually works. I've done this dozens of times, because what you then do is you take these babies and you plunge them in your ice bath. You're now gonna soak this for 5 minutes in the ice bath. And while you're soaking it, I'm gonna take this small strainer and disturb the eggs and try to find any little bits that don't belong in there. After sitting in that ice bath for 5 minutes, we're now gonna let the eggs sit in the brine another 15-20 minutes. 15 minutes of extra time brining in the refrigerator have passed, and I'm gonna take this strainer and look for any other little bits of debris that I can remove. Now we're gonna strain out the brine, and we're gonna let these eggs drain for a little bit, and then we'll dig in.
Keep the row, baby. Keep the row. The best place to eat cured Chinook salmon roe is right where we caught it, here on the beach. Mario, thank you for catching us. There's lots of ways you can use salmon roe. For me, this is my favorite. An hors d'oeuvre. Crackers with mascarpone cheese, the salmon roe, a drizzle of really good olive oil, and some chive batons from the garden, of course. Put it on your pasta, actually in a nice cream sauce. That's real good too. I like it with eggs in the morning sometimes. You can put it on your pancakes. Thanks for tuning in to Casa Fiore's Cucina, and we'll see you the next time around.
At the Sylvan Beach Fish Market.